Oh, that's awful.
Jeopardy is the iconic trivia show.
Massachusetts and Virginia are two of the 4 states that have this word in their official name.
Are 4 heads better than 1?
What is
West?
No.
What skills are required to be a Jeopardy champion?
You don't necessarily have to be an expert on anything, but you have to kind of know the basics about a lot of different stuff.
Amy.
For the Cowboys, what is swimmer's ear?
What is a weather satellite?
That is correct.
What is we're screwed? She won 40 times in a row. I don't ever think I've done anything 40 times in a row. Not successfully.
Today we find out if 4 regular people can beat 1 professional at their own game. It's 4 versus 1, Jeopardy! From the Try Guys stage of Second Try Studios, this is Jeopardy! 4 versus 1! Here are today's contestants. From Los Angeles, California, they are a team of 4 friends competing as a unit. They are destined for failure. And from Oakland, California, she holds the 2nd longest win streak in Jeopardy history with a total cash winnings of $1.6 million. And now, here is your host for Jeopardy, Keith Habersberger.
Yeah! Must feel pretty good being back, huh?
Feels so familiar. Hi, I'm Amy Schneider. I am the winningest woman in Jeopardy history. I won 40 games and $1.3 million. And then the Tournament of Champions. They take all the best players from that season and they all compete against each other.
Amy.
What is Dunkirk?
Correct for 2000. Amy.
What is Pepperjack?
Yes.
What is Kant?
Right.
What is petroleum jelly?
That's correct.
I won that one as well.
Now on Friday's show, you were correct but made a small wager. What was the wager today? $13,000. You won our $250,000 grand prize.
Wow, I didn't realize how much money.
It's incredibly intimidating.
For today's challenge, we have assembled a motley crew of who's available. We have Ashley Perez, whose skills are redundant to mine. We both like pop culture, and we think we're smarter than we are. Please no math. There's no math, right? We have Joyce, who the other day thought that the fish was named anchovies.
I prepared by watching 15 hours of an anime.
How was that preparing you?
It just made me feel like I was ready for anything, and the human spirit cannot be destroyed.
And reintroducing Mr. Ryann Graham. Ryan, I don't know what your skills are. We asked him if he wanted to be in a video, and he said he was free today.
Ryan, have you seen Jeopardy?
No.
Okay.
Seeing the word Jeopardy, I realized I don't even know what that word means. And that is what's going through my brain right now.
Amy, you are a returning champion and perhaps one of the greatest champions in the history of the game. Why don't you lead off the board?
Let's do Bond films and other words for 200.
We're just going right in.
Oh my God! We don't have to discuss it.
What is Jeopardy? How does it work?
So Jeopardy is a game show that's been around for decades. It's basically a quiz show. They ask 60 questions with like escalating dollar amount values over the course of the game.
And please answer in the form of a question.
Amy.
What is 54-40?
Yes.
Whoever has the most money at the end of the game wins and gets to keep the money.
Do you think you can beat me in Jeopardy?
Yes.
The quickness, you didn't even hesitate.
Do you think you could beat all 4 of us at Jeopardy?
I mean, I think I can. I think that I'm not as confident.
Well, we're gonna have a series of unfair advantages to try and level the playing field. Advantage number 1, we got 4 brains to your 1.
Wait, are we talking to each other? Is that the... Yes, because there's 4 versus 1.
We have to.
That's not gonna be enough to beat you. We're gonna have 20 seconds to your 5 to confer and try and answer.
No, like dice. Yeah,
Okay,
like,
that's not what
What
Did you call me?
No.
20 seconds to Amy must feel like a lifetime. Advantage number 3, we get to answer first.
Oh, I got it. What is diamonds are forever?
That is correct.
Oh my God.
Wow,
You
okay.
definitely knew that, right?
Oh yeah.
Advantage number 4, we're gonna probably try and distract you a bunch.
What is...
I like to sing songs.
Not copywritten songs.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are.
Yeah.
Up above the world.
Come on. Hey.
And also, typically in Jeopardy, if you answer incorrectly, you lose the monetary value of the question. We're gonna make it so the Try Guys can't lose money, and a missed guess doesn't make a difference.
I knew nothing about this.
This is like training wheels Jeopardy.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead.
Geographically in between for 200, please, Keith.
Estonia and Lithuania.
So we, no matter what, we just get to go first. And you would have buzzed in already, and I'm now eating into our time.
Yeah, do you want to go? What do you want to say? Say it.
No. What is Spain?
No, girl.
That is incorrect.
You in danger, girl!
Amy.
What is Latvia?
Correct.
What? Come on, give us a chance.
I'm giving you.
What advice would you have for us collectively?
Yeah, how do we beat you?
You know, the hardest part is going to be the sort of dynamics if you disagree, like how are you going to come to a consensus? I play bar trivia and it happens all the time where people talk themselves out of the right answer.
I'm one of those.
It's your turn to choose the category.
Yeah.
Geography.
It's gonna be collectively bad.
Who is B. Arthur?
Golden Girls.
Oh my God.
Are you even gay?
Medical talk for 600.
Wow. All right.
Otitis externa is the medical term for this sporty condition, an infection often caused by polluted water.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's athlete's foot.
Oh, okay.
I'm going. Do you have an?
No, sporty makes sense. No, I love that. I didn't even understand.
Unless Sporty Spice has some
What
kind of
is
disease.
athlete's foot?
No.
You said it with such clarity.
This is what got me to go home from Boy Scout camp early one year. What is swimmer's ear?
That is correct. I also suffered from swimmer's ear throughout my entire youth.
Now tell me where in that question, like where did I go wrong?
I know that otitis means like ear related. So that once I had that, you know.
We went wrong in Sporty, I think, thinking athlete.
And I didn't listen to the word water.
What are some of the quirks to Jeopardy answers?
Part of it is just sort of syntax, deciphering the clues and trying to figure out, wait, what are they actually asking for here?
An ectoptic pregnancy occurs when the fertilized egg implants outside of this hollow organ.
There's almost always a this in the clue. So that's kind of what you're focusing in on because you're immediately like, that's really obscure, that can't be what they're expecting me to get it from. Sensing the things that are kind of the red herrings that you can ignore to strip it down to what their actual kind of clue they're giving you is.
Uterus, right? Yeah.
What is your uterus?
That is correct.
See?
In the game, there are topics and amounts. Like, what's the strategy behind picking those?
I would always try to go for the category I was least confident in first, because one of the things about the game is that there's these daily doubles in each round where you can wager up to the amount of money that you have.
Medical talk for 800, please, Keith.
This is our daily double. How many of your cards would you like to wager?
If the daily double was in that category that I wasn't as confident in, then I wouldn't have as much money to bet and I wouldn't risk as much.
I don't like how close she is. The amount that she has?
Yeah.
If you bet all of it, it's called a true daily double, which is very exciting to say on the show. Let's make it a true daily double.
I think we're gonna lose.
And this is medical talk for 800?
Yeah, so
I'm betting on us. My vote
Okay,
is for
2,800?
2,800.
love that.
And now if we get it wrong, what happens?
You lose $2,800.
And Ryan's enjoying his first and last Try Guys video.
The only strategy beyond that is people try to guess where the daily doubles are, because they're usually not in the top row. They'll never have two in the same category. So when you see sort of people on the show bouncing around, that's usually what they're doing, is just trying to find that daily double.
Like Minesweeper.
Kind of, yeah.
For $2,800, hordeolum is another name for this, a three-letter term for an abscess occurring on the edge of the eyelid.
What is a sty?
That's correct. You're $2,800 richer.
How do you even begin to study for Jeopardy?
The best way to study for Jeopardy is by studying Jeopardy, you know, watching the show, and also there's a website online that has all the questions and answers from like the whole history of the show.
Geographically in between for 400.
Oh, whoa.
Spain and Italy.
A vacation there once? I think it's Greece. What is Greece?
No, Greece is an island.
You definitely answered the question and you answered incorrectly.
Another thing is if there's a subject that you're kind of weak in, and this is a tip I got from a book by a previous Jeopardy champion. If it's a subject you're weak in, get that subject for dummies out of the library, because that's about the level that most Jeopardy questions are going to get to. So that
For dummies?
You're a dummy when you start reading the For Dummies book, and then at the end, you're not a dummy, but you know the basics.
What if you're for dummies?
Well, you can pass the book around.
Amy.
What is France?
That is correct.
My colonizer!
Joyce should get that for reparations. At what point were you surprised when you were like, oh man, I'm doing this? Yeah.
They film 5 episodes in a day, and so the first day I was there, I won in the 3rd episode, so I won 3 episodes that day.
Amy.
What is Goldfinger?
That is correct.
And then I came back the next day and won all 5.
Who is Maud?
That's correct. Amy.
For the Cowboys.
What is A View to a Kill?
What is Live and Let Die?
That is correct.
And that was the point where I was like, whoa.
Babel.
Nope. No. You must answer the formal question.
What is Babel?
That's correct. Congratulations, Amy.
Yo, Tag!
You know, when I talk about preparing for Jeopardy, I think that the sort of psychological preparation was almost as important as anything else. You know, if things went wrong in the game, like how to not get stressed out about it and how to stay calm and focused, you know. I sort of did a lot of visualization of things that might happen and how I would not let it affect me.
I really want to know what's going on with B. Arthur. So,
But we're not in control of the board. Well, it doesn't matter.
Amy, you can choose what's next.
Let's do And Then There's B. Arthur for 2
Awesome. B won her 2nd Emmy for playing Dorothy Zbornak on this sitcom.
Okay, what the hell? It's Golden Girls.
Yeah, that's her name, her character.
Who are the Golden Girls?
Wow.
What are Golden Girls? What is Golden Girls?
There you go. Okay. I just need to differentiate when you guys are chatting and when you guys are answering. At one time, the 7th string QB at Notre Dame, he went on to a Hall of Fame career as 49er.
Who is Joe Montana?
That's right. Messrs. Flay, Fisher, and Orr.
I think all of these this is a name. Bobby.
Oh, Bobby. Who is
Bobby? Who is Bobby? Bobby, who is Bobby?
Way to catch yourself. Yes, that is correct. Right. You guys have control of the board.
I want B. Arthur for 1,000. Why not?
In 1979, B hosted this late-night comedy show, and the Roches were the musical guest.
What is SNL?
That is correct.
What is Panama?
That is correct.
What is a thumb?
Correct.
What is the Canadian Football League?
That's correct.
What is a touchback?
That is correct.
You are giving heterosexuality.
Are we intimidating you because we have such high numbers right now?
You know, you were allowed to take 20 seconds to confer with 3 other people every time you answered something, and you still missed several.
Is that not how you did it?
And that finishes our first round of Jeopardy. We'll be right back with Double Jeopardy.
So this is about, what is it, T-learning versus I-learning? It's not deep learning?
Yeah, that's correct. Which is great for me, because I don't have depth of knowledge on hardly anything.
Do you have ADHD by chance?
Yes, I do.
So do... Perfect. Okay, great. So we have those skills too.
I've had just kind of an addiction to learning just because I didn't get on Adderall until a few years ago. So most of my life.
Welcome back. These are the categories for Double Jeopardy. Back to the Future, Missing Links, Produce, the celebrity name, Weather, Random U.S. state facts, and 1 letter is all you need.
Amy's been a very gracious opponent so far, but I want to see her full potential.
Keith, we're going to forego our buzzer advantage.
That'll be an exciting twist for the next round.
If we give up this advantage now, can we get an extra $1,000 in Final Jeopardy? Thank you. I don't actually know how Final Jeopardy works.
So when we get to Final Jeopardy, I guess give them $1,000 more. So the buzzers are back in play, meaning the ability to buzz in is now equal. All right, Amy, you are currently trailing just by a little bit, so let's have you start off.
Let's try Produce the celebrity name for 400.
This red-headed prop comedian has a long-term gig at the Luxor in Las Vegas. Zach.
Oh, who is Carrot Top?
That is correct.
This is scary, and I don't like it. Missing links for 400, please.
The Virgin Blank Poppins. You buzzed before I finished answering, so Amy.
What is Mary?
That is correct.
Oh, I get it.
Virgin Mary. Poppins.
You're just buzzing in with no clue.
Also, let's be clear. Mary Poppins, she get down.
She gives virgin energy to me.
No, the way she be talking to all them animation things and she be flying around in her little umbrella, she popping it.
A spoonful of sugar is something different than you think.
Her and Bert have definitely done it.
Multiple times.
Chimney's not the only thing getting a sweep, if you know what I mean.
Ooh, okay, this is wild for Jeopardy. Amy, you have control.
Missing links, 800.
Green-eyed blank truck.
What is a monster?
That's right, and you have control of the board.
One letter is all you need for 400.
Nominative, singular pronoun.
Not even gonna
What is
fucking...
I?
That is right.
What does nominative mean?
I'll do one letter for 800.
A Roman 1000. Amy.
What is M?
That is correct.
All of our hands.
I was gonna guess
All right, we need. Who's gonna be Buzzy? I can be Buzzy.
And basically, we'll rotate buzzer until you lose the buzz.
One letter, 1200.
It precedes Peg regarding compressed pics. Amy.
What is J?
Ah, damn it. That one I knew.
Okay, Joyce, you're up.
One letter, 1600.
Type of frame very common in house construction. Amy.
Joyce, your hand wasn't even hovering.
I didn't know what was going on. There's no explanation.
Amy.
What is A?
That is correct.
One letter, 2000.
That's our daily double. How much would you like to wager?
I'll go 6,000.
6,000 for $6,000 to R.
What is D?
That is correct.
Damn.
To R, twice the radius, making the diameter.
This was
$6,000.
You were surprised though. It didn't.
You really surprised a lot of us.
It didn't ultimately work, but
It was surprising to everyone on the stage.
So Amy's in the lead now.
Yes.
Do you have like a training exercise that you like tap, or like how do you train physically for it?
The way you ring in is something that's kind of similar to a ballpoint pen, so that's what I use to practice at home. The thing about it is, a lot of times, 2 or all 3 contestants are going to know the answer, and then it's just about who manages to ring in first.
So are you like really good at thumb wrestling by that measure?
Amy, you still have control.
Missing links for 1200.
Kick the blank brigade. Amy.
Sorry.
What is bucket?
That's correct.
Oh my God.
You guys are buzzing in way early every
That was
time.
my bad.
Missing link 16.
Dress blank of silence.
that time. Come on, don't you even
Sure,
dare.
go for it.
I don't know the answer.
Code. Yes.
What is code?
That is correct.
Yeah!
$1,600 and you regain control of the board.
Back to the
Yeah, I want to know what that is.
For 400, please.
As Marty McFly, he went from 1985 to 1955 and back. Amy.
Was Michael J. Fox.
That is correct.
Random U.S. state facts for 400.
The state with the most counties east of the Mississippi is this one. Also, the biggest U.S. peanut producer. Zach.
Yeah. Okay.
East or west?
East.
I think it's Georgia. I really do think it's
Makes
Georgia.
Do they make peanuts?
I think that's where Washington Carver was.
Okay.
What is Georgia?
That is correct.
I'm gonna try weather.
Yeah, let's do the weather.
Weather for 4, please.
In 1960, Tyros 1 became the first of these.
How could it be
No,
the
it couldn't be
first
a hurricane.
hurricane? How could that even be?
I don't think it's that doesn't make sense. It's got to
Tyros 1.
I think it's an item. It's like a weather vane, like or a what is those national weather systems? What is the national weather system?
Incorrect.
What do they throw into the...
What is a weather satellite?
Correct.
Weather for 8.
In one type of hygrometer, the length of a hair increases with an increase in this.
Okay, I'm gonna go with barometric pressure.
Yeah, sure.
What is barometric pressure?
Incorrect.
What is humidity?
Humidity is correct, Amy.
Weather for 1200.
Our daily double, the second one.
Wow. I'll wager 4,000.
For $4,000, nearly all weather occurs in this lowest layer of the atmosphere.
What is the troposphere?
That is correct.
Ryan sighed as if that was such a gimme. He was like,
That was the one thing I learned in weather school.
Yeah,
You
weather
lost.
school. It's a weather school.
Joyce, no, you did not go to weather school, and your money get demolished in this category.
I don't know why I said weather school. I'm in science class in the 6th grade.
we gotta maybe give back the buzzer advantage. Because it's really just stressing me out, if anything, and I think it's stressing
Wait,
the
can we
viewers
have
out.
$2,000 at the end?
Can you tell me more about the trial or audition process for Jeopardy?
Yeah, so to get on Jeopardy, you start by taking an online test. that's like 60 questions, you have 15 minutes to complete it. And if you do well enough at that, then you have a chance, they just take a random selection of the people that do well at it, to get invited to an in-person audition. And then they run you through like a little fake game just to see like, are you quick? Are you, personable? Do they want to see you on TV? And then they say, okay, in 18 months, if we haven't called you to be on the show, start over.
How many times did you try out before making it?
Like about a dozen times before I got on, yeah.
You tried for 12 years to get on the show.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Wow, Jeopardy, you bougie.
Amy, it's still with you.
Weather for 16.
In 1940, FDR transferred the Weather Bureau to this cabinet department. Zach.
I'm gonna go what's Buttigieg?
MoDOT? CalDOT?
Department
of
Housing.
Transportation.
No, but he's not a department. He's a guy. He's the
Too much time.
counselor of who is Pete Buttigieg.
You don't. Amy, do you want to answer?
Kind of a guess. What is the Department of Agriculture?
No, it's the Department of Commerce.
Oh, what
That's crazy. FDR is crazy.
Weather for 2000.
This English astronomer devised the first weather map in 1686.
That's awesome.
Didn't he discover the sun?
Who is Margaret Thatcher?
That is incorrect. It was not Margaret Thatcher.
Who is Halley?
That is correct. Edmund Halley.
Halle Berry?
I was gonna say, whoa.
Comet?
Yeah, it's named for him.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, Amy, you have control of the board.
Produce the celebrity name for 800.
This New York Mets outfielder was Rookie of the Year in 1983 and led the league in home runs 5 years later. Zach.
Who is Daryl Strawberry?
That is correct.
Oh.
Zach, you have control.
His name's so funny. I loved him as a kid. It's Strawberry Man. Let's do Back to the Future for 1600.
This BTTF co-star spent 5 years as Caroline in the City, and her daughter Zoe Deutsch is an actress too.
Who is Leah Thompson?
That is correct.
Yeah, good job.
She was in Howard the Duck.
An all-star film.
Back to the Future for 2000.
Marty's mom and dad first kiss at the dance with this aquatic theme. Zach.
I want to say it's the Under the Sea dance.
Yeah, it was. This is.
What is Under the Sea Dance?
More specific. Bam,
Pacific
bam.
Ocean?
Whoa. The Atlantic?
No.
What is Enchantment Under the Sea?
That is what we're looking for. Enchantment Under the Sea.
That's why she's the champion.
Pass that on over.
Isn't Enchanted at a Dance implied? I feel like it's a word.
Your issue is with the dance committee.
I'm gonna go back in time just to cut
It's redundant. Of course it's Enchanted. They're under the sea. All right, Amy, it's still with you.
Random US state facts for 800.
California closes down state offices on March 31st, the day honoring this labor leader.
Who is Dolores Huerta?
I'll say you guys did buzz in first and you're wrong.
Who is Cesar Chavez?
That is correct.
Damn. Fidel Castro is wrong, but that's who I thought, and I feel
Fidel Castro is very wrong. As a Cuban, that's very wrong.
I like describing him as a labor leader.
You led labor. Okay.
Camps.
Amy, it's back to you still.
Random US state facts 1200.
Yeehaw! Panialos are Hawaii's equivalent of these workers, also the name of a Texas pro sport team. I think that was Amy.
No way.
What are cowboys?
That's right.
State facts 16.
Massachusetts and Virginia are two of the 4 states that have this word in their official names. Amy.
What is Commonwealth?
That's right. The Commonwealth of Virginia and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Try Guys are trailing by 8,000. Amy, what is next?
Let's finish out state facts for 2000.
One of this state's claims to fame is being the first with a moving assembly line for manufacturing an entire car. Zach. Yeah.
Crushed my face.
Why did you bring your head higher?
So hard.
He went like
it really
up and then slammed.
So we think
it's gotta be Michigan, because it's Detroit, right? What is Michigan?
That is correct.
Thank God. I'm gonna sit the rest of this game out, gang.
Amy, I hear you have a book. Is it just all the answers to Jeopardy?
Yeah, I wrote a book called In the Form of a Question. It's pretty much like a memoir. It's just about, having a curious mind and all of these things that I think prepared me for Jeopardy. What I want to advocate for everyone is just cultivating a love of learning for its own sake. And then maybe it'll also come in handy for something else.
All right, okay, where we go?
Now, team Try Guys, it's to you.
I think Ryan needs to buzz.
Okay, let's go with the celebrity produce for $1,200.
As Jan Brady on the Brady Bunch, she uttered the line, Marcia, Marcia, Marcia.
Carol.
Carol Tomato.
Oh, right, it's a produce thing.
Yes.
Okay. Cabbage.
Who is Cheryl Cabbage?
Parsley.
That is incorrect.
I have no idea.
The correct answer was Eve Plum.
Oh no.
I would never got that.
Back to the Future, $1,200.
Marty impresses and distresses the kids of 1955 with his guitar work on this Chuck Berry classic. Zach.
What is Johnny Be Good?
That is correct.
All right, let's kill it.
This car was chosen to be the time machine because it would look like a spaceship to people in the 1950s. Amy beats you losers!
What's the DeLorean?
Yes!
Okay, this seemed personal. Did you see? He just called us losers with his chest.
Amy beats you losers!
Well, so often you guys are buzzing in and have no clue, so it's thrilling to watch you guys miss it when you know the answer.
You losers! That's gonna be in my nightmares, Keith. You're the closest to me.
There are no biases here at Jeopardy. Okay, Amy, it's you.
Produce, $1,600.
Her debut item Tidal went triple platinum and included the hit song Criminal. Zach.
Who is Fiona Apple?
That is correct. And for $2,000, once a writer for TV's The Golden Girls, he later created Desperate Housewives.
Who is it Matthew Cherry?
Incorrect.
You were so confident.
Because
I can't come up with it.
Bam, bam.
Can I go back? I know it.
Correct answer is Mark Cherry.
Yeah.
To be fair, Matthew Cherry is a black director and it's Black History Month. That's why.
You really shouldn't have gotten him confused with someone else. Especially not this month.
You're so right.
I knew the answer, but I'm scarred from Keith yelling.
That ends our Double Jeopardy round. We'll be right back for Final Jeopardy, where the category is airlines. Games can be totally won or lost in Final Jeopardy.
So Final Jeopardy, one last question, and you wager a money amount.
One clue that all three contestants can write down the answer for, so there's no buzzing in, and they can all bet all of their money, as much of their money as they want to.
Now it is time for Final Jeopardy. Once again, the category was airlines.
The wagering strategy can get pretty complicated. If the person behind you bet everything and got it, how much would they have? So you want to get your dollar amount above their dollar amount. Remember, you get to keep the dollars that you end up with at the end.
$13,000!
So you want to also bet so that if you get it wrong, you still end up with as many dollars as possible.
Are you all ready? On June 17th, 1929, this airline's first passenger flight left Dallas, making stops at Shreveport, Monroe, and Jackson.
So that's where the famous Jeopardy music comes in.
I will make up a song that reminds you of the Jeopardy song, but doesn't totally infringe on the copyright. Blue, 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 blue. Blue, 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 blue.
Supposedly, Merv Griffin, who created the show, made more money on royalties from that Jeopardy music than he did from the show.
Wow. You're going to be concentrating on the answer. I'm going to be concentrating on not humming the Jeopardy song.
On June 17th, 1929, this airline's first passenger flight left Dallas, making stops at Shreveport, Monroe, and Jackson.
You just changed it because of what I said. You were so confident. And then I said, you're sure it's not that? And you went,
loser!
That's all that's in my head.
You can't keep writing, so I hope you wrote down an answer.
Did we have to write it as a question?
No, yes.
We added a question mark, so it's
that's a question. Hey, all it takes is the punctuation.
I'm so
all right.
anxious.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to reveal your wager and then your answer. Your wager was $25,800. And what was your answer?
Pan Am?
Pan Am.
Pan Am?
That is incorrect. Leaving you with a score of $0.
Did you add in our extra $1,000?
Amy, what did you wager?
Wager $20,001.
$20,001. And what was your answer?
I said Southwest.
It was actually Delta.
I
answers Shreveport, Monroe, and Jackson are all in Mississippi, which area is also known as the Delta. That's right. Amy is the winner. Congratulations to Amy on your continued success here at Jeopardy.
You're telling me that if we had just wagered nothing, we would have won.
Yes.
Hey, but isn't it fun that we bet on ourselves?
So, Amy, how did this compare to a real game of Jeopardy?
It was very different.